Hello, scholars. Welcome back to our live CSEC math class. So we are now going to do our multiple choice past paper one, and we're going to try to go for 60 questions. All right, so I'm going to invite on screen Drayshawn and Imani. Welcome, Drayshawn. Welcome, Imani.
Good morning, Miss.
Hi, Zion. Welcome. All right, so I'm going to share my screen so we can see the questions that we're going to be doing. Okay. All right. Good morning, Zion. Good morning, Jamani. So let's go. Let me put up question one. All right, Drayshawn, read that for me, please.
Okay, 0.0346 written in standard form is.
How are we going to approach that?
So when you're doing standard form, you should move to the left. Oh, no. So you should move to the left. And this while multiplying. So this would be this 10 to the negative 2 power should be 0.01. But so it's 0.0346. Miss, when you change, Miss, you'd move to the right now, Miss, to get the answer. So Miss, it would be
So it would be 3.46 times 10 to what?
Miss times 10 to the negative second power.
To the negative 2. Okay. So we'd have to think how many places would we have to move back to get the original? All right. So that would be D. All right. Imani number 2.
Okay, Miss. Number 2. 3.3 times 2.5 plus 5.7 times 2.5. Miss, so 3.3 times 2.5. Miss, 3.3 times 2.5 is 8.25. And 5.7 times 2.5 is 14.25. And when you add them, you get 22.5, which is D.
Okay. Um. So 3.3 times 2.5, which is, and that's roughly 7. Okay. All right. So that's D. Drayshawn number 3.
Number 3, the square root of 17 squared minus 15 squared. 17 squared, the 17 times itself is this 289, and this 15 squared is 225. So this 289 minus 225, if you get 64, and the square root of 64, this is 8. This answer would be
Okay.
8.
Imani number 4.
Okay, Miss. Number 4. The ratio of two numbers is 4 to 5. The smaller number is 240. What is the larger number? Okay, so that would mean that the 4 is 250, 240. So, mm, mm,
So the ratio is 4 to 5. The smaller number
this
is 240. What is the larger number?
is, mm,
What's your approach?
is um,
So the smaller one is 240 and the smaller ratio is 4, right?
yes, miss.
So divide the 240 by 4 to get the unit value of the ratio.
And multiply that by 5.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So that the unit value would be 60, and 60 times 5 is 300, which is C.
correct. Okay, ratio number 5.
Okay, miss. Number 5. A clock costing 210 that cost
Pounds.
um pounds, yeah. 210 pounds in the UK is exported to Trinidad. Rate of exchange is £1 equals $3.40 Trinidadian. Mm, how much will the clock be worth in Trinidad? Oh, that's Trinidadian. Um,
So 1 pound, 1 UK pound is $3.40 TT dollars. So if it's worth 210 pounds, how much would that be in TT?
so miss, would it be? Let's see. What?
You'd have to tell me how you get that.
um, Oh, now miss, it's D. So miss, since miss £1, miss is $3.40 Trinidadian. So miss, you multiply 210 by $3.40, and miss, you get the $714.
Correct. All right, Imani, 6.
Okay, miss. Number 6. John, Peter, and Mary shared a sum of money in the ratio 2 to 49. John and Peter together received $360. How much money in all was shared? So,
So it's like you're always getting the ratio questions, Imani.
yeah.
So I can do it.
Go ahead, Dreshan.
So miss, what do you do? So miss, you'd add up all of the ratios. Miss, which would be 15. I missed what are the names. So Miss John would be 2. Miss you the 2 over 15 times 360. And Miss Peter is
No,
4 over
the
15.
360 is not the total received. The 360 is what John and Peter got together.
Mm.
So you can
So
just
Miss,
say,
would you do?
hmm?
Three.
So what are you suggesting?
Let me see. 20 plus.
So 360 is what John and Peter got together. So we have to add John and Peter's ratio also. That's the 2 and the 4. So that's 6, right?
14
So
Yes, miss.
ish.
6 into the 360 goes 60 times. So the unit value is 60. And to get the total now, it will be 15 times the 60. So we work out the unit value by combining the ratios for John and Peter, which is the 2 and the 4, and dividing it into the amount that John and Peter get, which is the 360. So 360 divided by 6 gives $60. That's the unit value of the ratio. So everybody now would be the 2 plus 4 plus 9 is 15 times 60. How much is that?
It's 15 times 60.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's $900.
Correct. So that's $900.
A.
All right, number 6. You want to take this now, money?
Miss, that's number 7. But yes, miss.
7. Yeah.
Number 7. What is the value of the digit 3 in the number 2341? Miss, that
Ah,
would be C300.
Correct. So that's 3 in the hundreds place, 300. Ration, number 8,
okay. 500. 8 written in base
base
10 is the
8.
same as. Uh,
So 500 in base 8, written in base 10, would be the same as what?
500 in base 500 in base 10.
So we're changing base 8 to base 10. So it would be, remember, we would start with 8 to the power of 0 at the end, where the two zeros are in the 500, it would be 8 to the power of 0, 8 to the power of 1. So it will be 5 times 8 to the power of what?
Ooh.
Miss, it
Where's
would
that
be
C?
5 times 8 to the
5
power of
times
2.
2. Because it's 3 digits. So we start with 8 to the power of 0, then 8 to the power of 1, then 8 to the power of 2. So the 5 would fall under 8 to the power of 2. So that would be B. All right, Imani, number 9.
Okay, miss, number 9. Um, 25 times 130 is the same as. Okay, miss. Oh, 25 times 130 is the same as. Um,
So what they're doing, they're splitting up they're splitting up the 130.
yes,
So it will be like 25 times what plus 25 times what. So
okay.
in a case like this, you have to look which number are they could have split up the 130 or they could have split up the 23,
The 25, miss.
the 25, sorry. So if we look at the options, we realize that they're keeping the 25 and they're splitting up the 130. So it
Yes,
will be C, the 25 times 30 plus
plus
25 times
100.
100. So we're keeping the 25, so you have to just look to see which would you be able to split the other number into. All right,
Okay, miss.
Dreshan, number
Okay.
10.
If P is equal to 3A minus 3 times 3A minus Q, then 6A is equal to um 2 and 6.
I could swear we got this question last week. You
Miss, we
recognize it,
got it. We
Iman?
got it. Miss, we got it some weeks ago, like in the first
Oh,
week of
right, the
class.
first week. So you want to take this one, Imani?
Okay, miss. So, miss, the first thing we would do is expand the bracket, which
All
would give
right.
us um, P equals 3A minus Q, and then
3a minus 3q.
3Q, sorry. Yes, 3A minus 3Q, and then we want 6A, so um,
So we'd bring over the 3q. So we'd have p minus 3q is equal to 3a.
yes, miss.
And since it's 6a we want,
Yes, it would be P plus 3Q
yeah, 3p plus 3q.
Isn't it 3 plus 3Q?
equals
Yeah,
3, yes, miss. And then we
Mm-mm-mm.
want, we want 6A, so it would be P plus 3Q times 2, so it would be A
correct. All right. So the original thing would have given us 3a and we'd have to multiply that by 2
by
to
2.
get 6a. All right. Um, all right. So number 11, who's going to take number 11?
Um, name
Which of the
is,
following sets is
Imani?
equivalent to
okay.
ABCD?
Number 11, which of the following sets is equivalent to ABCD? Miss, for that one, I would put C, PQRS. Miss, because even though they don't have the same exact elements, it's the same amount of elements.
Right. So equivalent sets need to have the same number of elements. Not necessarily the same elements, but the same amount of elements. Dresha number 12.
Chemist. Number 12. The figure above, X represents the set of multiples of 4. Y represents the set of multiples of 5. Shaded region. Oh, Miss D 20.
But
Isn't
you don't read
above
what it
Q.
said.
Oh.
The shaded
Oh,
region
the shaded region is the set of all multiples of
and why do
Miss
you say
20.
20?
Because it's because the multiples of 4 and 5 is both have the same multiple of 20.
All right, so the multiples of 5 and the multiples of 4, since 20 is the LCM of 5 and 4, where those multiples overlap would also be multiples of 20. That's correct. All right, Imani,
Mm,
13.
mm.
Okay, Miss, number 13. In the Venn diagram above, the shaded region represents Miss. So for that one, I would have Q. Okay, Q intersect R complement. Wait, yeah.
So that what letter is that?
Which that's D.
Correct. So in this scenario, R is a subset of Q. R is contained within Q. The shaded region is Q only, so not
Okay,
where it intersects with R. So that would be Q intersect R complement.
that's it.
That's correct. Number 14, Dreshan.
Okay, number 14. Of a class of 32 students, 17 study music and 20 study art. What is the least number of students who could study both music and art? Mm,
All right, what say you?
Students select music.
So they want the intersection, the least number in the intersection.
Students.
Miss, would it be A 32? Wait, no, wait. B
Sex,
5.
sex.
All right, tell us how you got 5.
Okay, Miss. So 17 study music and 20 study art, and in the universal set it would be 32 students. So Miss, I just I added 20 and 17 and subtracted 32 from the sum.
Okay, that's correct.
Yes, Miss.
All right. So who's taking this one now? 15.
Me, Miss.
Me.
So
But
number 15. The simple interest on $400 at 5% per annum for 2 years is given by. Okay, Miss. So it would be a the this one the simple interest formula, which is principal times rate times time
okay.
Yes,
over
Miss.
100.
All right,
Yes,
that's correct. So A is the answer.
yes, Miss.
Jershawn, number 16.
Okay, Miss. The cost price of our refrigerator is $1,850. The buyer who is given a discount of 5% for cash purchase will pay. So
I'm
Missy
going to
is
ask you to
telling
speak up a little. Can you read that question again a little louder? You're kind of
okay.
whispering.
The cost price of a refrigerator is $1,850. A buyer who is given a discount of 5% for cash purchase will pay. So Missy, and 5% of $1,850
I
first.
remember we're not allowed to use calculator in this exam,
It's just
multiple choice.
take
So
out
how
my
would you set out 5% of 1,850?
5 over 100 multiplied by 1,850.
All right, so hurry up and work that.
Sheesh.
Welcome, Ronaldo and DK. DK fell asleep. Good night. Welcome. So, Dreshan, hurry up and reduce
So Miss
those.
you get so Miss you get
So,
$92.50. It's $92.50, and then Miss, since it's a discount, Miss you'd subtract that from Miss you'd take that out from the $1,850, which was the
mhm.
original cost, and
Louder.
Miss you'd get minus $92. And
So, when we work out the
so Miss
5%
you'd get
of 1,850,
Miss you get $92.50, and
and then
then
we
Miss the
subtract
original
that.
price. Yes, Miss
Hmm.
from 1,850. And Miss you get C 1,000 $1,750.50.
Okay. $57. 50
Mhm.
cents. All right,
Yes.
Imani, number 17.
Okay, Miss. Number 17. A plot of land is valued at $18,000. Land tax is charged at the rate of 70 cents per $100. What is the amount of tax to be paid for the land? Okay, Miss. So what I would do is divide 18,000 by 100 and then multiply it by 70 cents to see how much. Yeah. So 18,000 divided by 100 would be 180. So 180 times 0.70.
So, $70, 70 cents per $100. That's 7%, right?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so what would be the tax?
Oh, um, Miss, that's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Miss, the tax I got B $126.
Okay. All right, Jason. So we're given a table with marks and the number of students who received those marks. The table above shows the marks obtained by 50 students in a test. What is the probability that a student chosen at random has a mark less than 5?
Zoom in. Oh, table above shows the mark contained by 50 students in a test. The probability that a student chosen at random will mark less than 5. That's the probability. This is the chance of something happening. So less than
Speak up,
5.
Trishan. We want our audience to hear us, but we don't want to whisper.
Mike. So miss the probability, miss is the chance. Miss the chance of 5. Miss a mark that's less than 5. So um oh, a mark that's less than 5. So miss you do since miss the full 50. Miss you'd add all the marks
No, 50
and
students. It's 50 students.
uh, 50 students. So miss you'd add all the marks. 9.
Why would we add all the marks?
Because miss they want the chance miss of it being uh, miss less than 5.
So why would that mean we're adding all the marks?
Mm,
Imani, what say you?
Miss, I think that we should add all the number of students who scored less than 5. So it would be 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6. And put it over the 50 because that's the amount of students who got
Okay.
less than
So
5.
when we
And
add those up, what we get?
Miss will get 20 over 50, which would be 2 over 5.
Correct. Right. So Dreshan, they wanted only those students who got marks less than 5. So we have to look for the mark less than 5, which is from 4 down to 0. And we add the students who got from 4 down to 0. So that's 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6, as Imani said. All right. All right, Dreshan, take this one, number 19.
Number 19. An article bought for $125 was sold for 100. An article bought for $125 was sold for $175. The percentage profit was, so miss you would do 25, 175.
So the article was bought for $125 and then it was sold for $175. And they want the percentage profit. What are the steps? What are we going to do for this one?
Mm.
So first we
So
must
miss
know
to
the
find the
profit.
plus. Mm. So miss to find the profit, miss you do the $175. Miss minus the $125.
Which gives
50.
us what?
Miss $50.
Okay, so
50
$50
over
profit.
125.
And then what?
So miss you'd put that miss over the original cost. Which amount miss 550 over 125 and miss multiply that by 175.
By 175?
Oh, miss by 100.
All right. And we get what?
I missed $40. Should we be wait? I missed
40%.
40%.
right, that's correct.
40%.
So DK is asking if we're going to do 60. Yes, we absolutely will. And we're making excellent time because we've just about covered one third. We're now at 90. And how much time have gone? Has gone?
An hour
Roughly, roughly.
and 5 minutes.
Miss, we started at twelve
We
twenty
started a
three.
little late.
Yeah, or
Right.
12:13.
So it's roughly half an hour gone, right?
Yes,
Now we
miss.
have done pretty much 20 questions. So we're making good time, excellent time. All right, Imani, read number 20.
Okay, miss. Number 20. A salesman is paid 5% of his sales as commission. He made sales of $2,020. How much commission was he paid? So means they basically want to find
Okay.
5% of $2,020 to find out how much he was
Mhm.
paid. So
All
5
right.
over 100 times 2020 over 1. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that would give what?
This that would give us $101, which is C.
Correct. Okay, so we're making good time. Andration, number 21.
Okay, miss. Number 21. Mary invested $200 for 3 years at 5% per annum. John invested $300 at the same rate. If they both received the same amount of money in interest, how many years did John invest his money? Hmm,
All right, so what do we do
wait
for
a minute.
this?
Right, Mary invested 200, and John invested 300. For how many years did John invest? Oh, so miss, they're asking for you to calculate the amount of years, and the
Mm-hmm.
formula for the years, interest times
Miss, it would be
the
100 over the principal times rate.
S S S P times R
So,
divided by 100.
P times R divided by 100.
no,
To
miss.
get the
Mm,
time, are you sure?
mm,
Miss
Are you
100
sure?
over. Miss 100 over principal times rate.
You're leaving out something.
Really? Interest. The interest.
Interest.
The
So
money
what about the interest?
would be
What about the interest? Where in the formula would it go?
Miss
um
100 times the interest.
100 times the interest.
100
Yes,
times
miss.
the interest over the principal times the rate.
Times the rate. Yes, miss.
All right. So what would we do then?
Okay.
Principal.
Miss, I think we would find the interest using what we know from Mary's amount and
Right. Okay. So
Yes,
we,
miss.
right. So do that then first. So Mary invested $200 for 3 years at 5% per annum. So how would we work out her interest?
Miss, it would be principal times rate
200
times time, so 200 times
divided by
3 times 5%.
Which would give
Miss, that would give $30.
It's 3,000
Wait,
divided by
$30.
100.
$30.
All right. And they said John got the same interest,
$30.
right? So we're going to
Yes,
use that
miss.
interest. Okay.
So,
So plug that into the formula now for John's.
okay.
30
And
So
divided
interest times 100. So 30 times
times
100
100, which is 3,000,
divided by
divided by the
this
300
200
100
that he has times 3 years.
times 5.
times
Same
five.
rate. Same rates,
Oh,
not
sorry.
same.
years. Yeah, same rate. So
Same
times
rate.
five.
Let's divide it by
Okay.
32 is 5.
So it's 30 times 100 over 300
Yes, it
times
would
5,
be 2 years.
two
Yes, miss, two
years.
years. It's 3,000 divided by 1,005. It's 2 years.
All right, so that's 2 years. Okay. So we're going to take this one now. Number 22.
Okay, miss. Number
Uh,
22.
art,
Article cost $161. If a profit of 13% is to be made on the cost price, the selling price in dollars would be so one 161 is the cost and there's a 13% interest, 13% profit. Okay. So it would be, oh, you want to find the selling price.
So 161 is the cost.
Yes, and that was,
So the 13%
oh, what? Wait, Miss, so the 13% would be what was already in the $161?
Mm-hmm. No,
It wasn't? Okay.
no, it costs 161 and you're going to make a 13% profit on the cost price. So what would you have to sell it back for?
Okay.
All right, so if you look at A, 161 times 1 plus
That's a
13%.
1. Okay, I thought that was
Yeah,
an I.
no. So what that is saying is you find the 161 times 1, which is the money itself,
Yes, miss.
plus 13% of the 161.
Yes, miss.
So that will be A. So it's the one whole plus 13% of the whole.
this is
And that
all
would
so
give you
Here,
confusing.
I
the
have it
selling.
right here, miss. I thought that was an I.
Okay.
It's
All right,
just the
Dresha on
eyes and the one.
23.
It's confusing. Okay,
23.
number 23. After a 20% increase on
23.
23.
Mm.
After a 20% increase, an article costs $270. The original article is 270.
All right, so this kind of like what you were asking about a while ago, Imani. So
Yes, miss.
this price includes the 20% increase, right? After the 20% increase, this is the cost of the article. So now they want the original cost of the article.
Uh-huh.
So
Let's
Dreshan, what we
do.
do for this?
Let's I know how to find the original.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm calculating it.
Oh, I found the original. Okay,
270.
I got it.
So tell me step by step.
Okay, miss. So
Let
first,
me
what we
see.
would do, it's we're going back, so it would be a deduction, or you're finding the original. So okay, so what I did was I found 20% of 270, and then I subtracted it from
No,
270.
ma'am. No,
Miss,
ma'am.
Miss isn't
Dreshan.
formula. 20 times 100 divided by this 100 plus the. How did this keep happening?
Oh, hold on.
Okay. So 270 times
Nothing
100 divided by 100 plus
Plus
20.
plus
20. Yeah.
20.
Since it's an
So,
increase. All right. And that would give you what?
um, what is this?
So 220,
20.
270 rather, times 100 divided by 8 by 120.
It's two
All
hundred
right. So
and
work out
twenty-five
what that would
dollars.
give. Hmm?
This is it. $225. That is
200 and yeah, that's correct.
$225.
Yeah.
Ooh.
225. All right. Let me
Miss
just double check. Let me
Oh,
double check something. So 12 into 27.
Mm,
Yeah, okay. Um,
okay, miss.
so Imani, you wanna take this one?
Yes, miss. If p over 5 equals 20, then p equals. So p over 5 would mean p divided by 5. And since we want what p is, we would multiply. Wait, yeah. Yes, we would multiply 20 by 5. So basically, we would multiply p over 5 by 5 over 1 to get rid of the denominator. And then what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So it would be 20 times 5 over 1,
All
which
right. Okay. So that what letter is that?
is D, miss.
D, correct. All right, Dreshan 25.
okay, miss. Y is equal to the square of x can be written as Miss would it be Miss Y equal x square, the square of x,
Yeah,
y.
pretty
So Miss
straightforward,
nice the
right?
bathroom, please.
Huh?
Nice the bathroom, please.
Yeah, man, run, go on and come.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so that was pretty straightforward. Y is equal to the square of x. So y is equal to x squared. That's B. All right, Imani, you have to go hold up the fort.
Yes, miss. Given
Your
that
partner has
A,
gone to take a leave.
given that A asterisk B equals 2A minus 3B, then 2 asterisk negative 3 equals. Miss, so basically you'd substitute the 2 for A and the negative 3 for B.
Mm-hmm.
So in the equation,
Okay.
it would equal to 2 times A, which is 2. So 2 times 2 minus 3B, which is B would be negative 3. So it then would be 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. So 4 plus 9 will give you a 13.
All right, mom. Okay. So you again, mom. Number
Okay.
27.
Okay, miss. Number 27. Negative 8a times negative 3b. Miss, so for that one, I got 24ab because we would multiply the coefficients which and the variables. So negative 8 times negative 3 is positive 24, and 8 times b is ab. So 24ab, which is D.
All right. Okay.
Hmm. And back
All
the
right. Is Dreshan back? Number
yes,
28,
miss.
Dreshan.
Okay. Number 28. X square multiplied by 2x cube. And this is laws of indices. First, the law
Yes, which we
says that
did just this evening, right? In our formula
a
class. Mm-hmm.
formula class learned that. So miss the rule is miss when it's the same variable and it's being multiplied, miss you should add the powers. So miss
Okay.
3 times 2, miss is 6x and miss 6x and miss you'd add the powers, which is 5. So miss would be a miss 6x
All
to the
right,
fifth
sir.
power.
I would just want you to raise your voice a little, mister.
Ah,
I don't know why you're whispering.
it's not
Who you don't
whispering.
want to hear
But
you?
it's
Who is
very
it that you don't
loud.
want to hear you?
Wait, I have an idea.
All right, Imani, number 29.
Okay, miss. Number 29. If the set A equals negative 2, 1, and 3, then the set A is a subset of the set, miss. So miss, it would be, miss, I would put D integers because
Correct.
negative
Why
2.
would you
Yes,
put
miss.
integers and not any of the other three?
Okay, miss. Because integers would include negative and positive numbers.
Correct. That's correct. So the
Yes,
natural numbers would be only the counting numbers, the positive, and
yes,
the
miss.
whole numbers would be the um, those
Also
natural
positive.
numbers plus zero, right?
Yes,
And the irrational, will go into all kinds of numbers that have no fixed value. They just go on and on and on.
yes, miss.
So the integers would include the negative and positive whole numbers. All right. Trisha, number 30.
Miss Jason, I'm not sure what happened, but he got kicked out
Oh,
the
he
hall.
got kicked out.
Yes.
I wonder what's up with him.
Miss, it said he's backstage.
All right.
He said he joined on the
Yeah,
laptop. I guess it's part of the plot.
Yes. Okay, he's back. All right, Trishan, go ahead.
join on the laptop. Okay,
Go
miss.
ahead.
Number 30. When 8 is subtracted from a certain number and the result is multiplied by 3, the final answer is 21. What is the original number? Haha. So 8 is subtracted from a number, and then it's 3. That's 11. The final answer is 21. Eh? It is subtracted from a certain number and the result.
How
Oh,
would we set that out in terms of an equation? So 8
so
is
miss,
subtracted from a number. So that's x
miss
minus
x
8.
minus 8.
And we bracket that and
Yes,
multiply the whole thing by 3
By 3. Yes, miss.
by 3.
to get 21, right?
Yes,
Yes, miss.
reasonable.
X minus 8 brackets, all brackets, and 3 in front. All right, so work that now.
So minus 8. Minus 8.
Hmm.
7.
So we're
Miss,
having
D 15.
Yes,
15,
minus
correct?
15.
Right. Okay, so
5 by 3 is 21. Yes, minus 15.
all right, Imani 31. So we're halfway there.
Yes, miss. Okay,
Wow.
miss. Number
Halfway
31.
there. Yeah.
Given that 3 asterisk 6 equals 12 and 2 asterisk 5 equals 9, then A, B may be defined as. Okay, so.
So what did you do to the 3 and 6 to get 12? And you did the same thing to the 2 and 5 to get 9. Which of those formulas did you work? With A being
Mm.
um,
The,
3.
yes, miss. So. Hmm.
So where A is 3, B is 6, or A is 2, B is 5. Which of those
Oh,
functions?
miss, it would be D 2A plus B. Miss, because in the first function, not in the first function, in the first equation, it would be 2A, which is 3, plus B, which is 6,
Mhm.
which is 6 plus 6 equals 12. And in the second one, it would be 4 plus 5 equals 9.
Correct. All right, Trisha, number
Okay.
32.
Number 32. The relationship that best describes the mapping in the above diagram is that
Is
Miss
it a
Many to
one to
one.
one, one to many, many to one, many to many?
Yes, Miss
So,
Many to one. Miss Many, what?
mm,
Miss Many to one.
Yes,
yeah,
Miss
many
Many
to
to
one.
one.
That's correct. Because the x values, several of them are going to one y value. If we look at the arrows going from the first set, which are the x values, to the second set, which are the y values, we have two arrows going to one. So that's
That's
many
many.
to one. Okay. Imani, number 33.
Okay, Miss, number 33. A man used 20% of his land for growing oranges, 65% for mangoes, and the remainder for avocados. On a pie chart, what is the angle of the sector representing avocados? Okay, so it would be cut into threes. So use 20% for oranges, 65 for mangoes, which I'm guessing is the bigger, and then the rest is avocados. So 34. Oh, you want
They
um
want the angle that the sector represents in avocados.
avocados. Yes,
Yeah.
miss. So 60 plus 20, which will give you
65 plus 20.
65 plus 20 is 85 over 360. That's
Mm-mm-mm.
the percentage. That's the percent of the.
No, degrees.
That would be the degrees.
You're saying you're going to put 85 over 360. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I just realized that was so wrong. Okay, so that would be 85% of the circle. So which okay, so uh,
So you're working out 85% of the 360. Is that what you're working?
oh no, miss. I'm sorry. 100 minus 85, which means the remainder would be 15%. So
Okay.
15% of the 360.
And that is how much?
Means that would be 54 degrees, which is C.
Correct. Okay, so 20% for oranges, 65% for mangoes, and you added those to get 85.
Yes, miss.
So the avocado is the remainder,
Yes, miss.
and since it's percent, so you subtract that from 100, you get 15%, and they want it as a degree.
Of
So it's
the
15% of
yes, the
360.
360.
Okay, so you're correct,
Yes,
54 degrees. Dration, the question says number 34. Which of the following does not represent the graph of a function?
Uh, what's it?
Which of the following does not represent the graph of a function?
Mm,
mm,
How do we
let's
know just by looking at a graph if it is a function or not?
miss if it
I
has
believe I believe we did this last week, didn't we? In
in
relations and functions.
yes, miss.
Yeah. Imani, what are you saying? How can we know if it's a
Going to
many
function?
to
say if
one.
it has a parabola, which is a curve, a complete curve, or a line, a straight line.
Will it be
And
B?
what would that mean in terms of x and y values? Remember, for a relation to be a function, what would have to happen?
Or
It's both.
you would have to have
Both would have
an
to touch.
x going to a y value.
Yes, yes. It's the
So
X
each
and Y.
x could only go to one
Go to
y,
one
right?
y. Yes,
All
miss.
right. So how can we tell then which one of these does not have each x going to only one y?
Okay. Miss.
We know for sure that A is a parabola and
Yes,
D is a straight line. We know those are functions. Those are
yes,
common functions. All right.
This
So
Miss A
so
and
we can eliminate A and D because we know those are functions.
Miss, would it be C, Miss, because it's only on the x-axis?
Is it because it's only on the x-axis why it's not a function?
Miss,
Remember, if you are able to draw a line straight down and it touches two or more points, it's not a function because it would mean it has two y values to the same x value.
Oh,
So C is not a function because if you were to draw a line straight down,
yes, miss.
for each x value, you would get two corresponding y values. You see that?
Yes, miss.
So C is not the function. B,
Miss, that's a cubic graph.
that's a cubic function, right?
Okay, I was
Yeah. All right. So whose question is this, Dreshan?
no, miss,
but
that's
I was supposed to do the last one, but I can.
We'll do this one then.
Which
Do
of the
this one.
following sets of ordered pairs describes a function? 2 to 3, 2 to 5, 4 to
You'd have to
7.
read out all of them. So which set of pairs describes a function? Iman, his hand is up already. If he's not getting it, Iman, you can dive in and rescue him.
Mhm.
But let us see first if he's gonna
Looking.
swim. Sink or swim, Dreshan.
Ah, thinking. Right, and sketch it.
You're going to sketch them all?
No,
Okay.
I'm sketching B.
All right. Zion is saying C and Zion is also saying B. So Zion needs to make up his mind. All right, Imani, dive in, dive in.
okay, miss. Miss, I think it's B because they all have a one-to-one function.
And what do you mean by that?
Miss, one x value goes to only one y value. There is no corresponding.
Correct.
No.
Mhm.
So if
Yes.
you notice, Dreshan, if you notice in A, we have two x values that are going to um, the two is going to two different y values. In the first one, the two is going to 3, and in the second, the two is going to 5. You see that? So it will be a one to many, and that can't be a function.
Oh,
Same for C. The 3 is going to -2, and the 3 is also going to 6. Um, and so
Miss, for D, negative one is
that's also a one to many, right?
yes, miss.
And for D, the
Negative
-1 is going to 4, and
and 5.
so going to 5.
mm, yes, that's so many
All
to
right.
one as
Remember,
well.
those in the students in the chat, if you're giving an answer for a question, you have to say which question because the chat is lagging a little bit behind what we're doing here in studio. So by the time you give your answers, sometimes we have moved on. So you need to start and which answer. All right. So whose question is this? Imani is yours.
Yes, miss. Okay.
All right.
The,
Go ahead.
okay, miss. The diagram above shows a graph. If A, B, and C are positive constants, the equation of this graph is okay. So, oh, oh no, that's a, okay.
So we can eliminate which two immediately. Since they
Miss,
tell us A, B, and C are positive constants.
Miss, we would eliminate A and B,
Why?
Miss, because B isn't in the in the equation, and also in C and D, B is a positive constant.
So no, in which two are you saying is positive?
Oh, if A, B, and C are okay, Miss, so it wouldn't be B or D,
Right. So we can eliminate B and D because what?
Miss, because they said A, B, and C are positive constants, but in B and D, A is a negative constant.
All right. And we should also know that when the x squared term is negative, we would not get the parabola in that
Yes.
orientation. It would not be, as we call it, the smile.
Mhm.
It would be other way around to be the frown. Some persons like to look at it like that. When the x square coefficient is positive, we get a smile,
Yes.
and when it is negative, we get a frown. So we can eliminate B and D. Yeah. And how about A and C? Looking at the graph, so ax squared plus c, that would give you the regular
Yes, Miss.
quadratic function that is centered around the origin,
Origin.
but
Yes, Miss.
just is shifted up. Whatever c is, it will just be shifted up to that point c, right? So if
Yes.
c was 5, so the parabola would be centered about the origin and shifted 5 places up. So
Yes,
it
Miss.
would be C, where we have our parabola and it is oriented in that positive way, but it's shifted to the left, to the right, sorry.
Wait, yes.
By the middle factor would determine that shift.
Yes.
Okay.
Drink.
Dreshan, number 37.
Yeah.
Still
Okay, miss.
making good time.
127. Ah,
37.
one. Number 37. The arrow diagram above shows a function. Which of the following best describes the function? Oh,
So in other words, which one tells you what you're doing to the x values to get the y values?
should it be A? It's f of x equal x plus 3.
All right,
Mm,
so if we add 2 plus 3, we get
So
5.
adding 3 to the x's.
5 plus 3, 8. Yeah, that is correct.
Hold.
Yeah, that's correct. Um, you notice how they shift it around in C, x equal y plus 3.
yes, Miss.
If you're not minding your P's and Q's, you'd probably choose that one. Imani, 38.
Okay, Miss. Number 38. O is the center of the circle above. The area of the circle is 20 centimeters squared. The area of the minor sector AOB in centimeters squared is.
Imani, I'd like you to read that again for me louder.
Okay, Miss. Number 38. O is the center of the circle above. The area of the circle is 20 centimeters squared. The area of the minor sector AOB in centimeters squared is. Okay, Miss. So that would be.
And
Oh, we're
looking
from.
at the diagram, that sector is 60 degrees.
Yes, yes, Miss.
Mhm.
So we're trying to find the area of a sector which is of a minor sector.
Mhm.
So
The area
wait.
of the full circle is 20
Okay, Miss.
centimeters square.
So we're going to multiply the full area by the size of the angle over 360, which would be B.
But tell me something.
Yes, miss.
That is correct, but tell me something. Um, why not A
Miss A is 1 over 60 times 20.
and B is what?
60 over 360 times 20.
Okay, so that would cancel too.
Means that would cancel to 1 over 3. Wait, no.
No.
No. 1 over 6,
Oh,
sorry, times 20.
all right. You see how close those two answers are?
Yes, miss.
Why these examiners so wicked? They're wicked, you know. All right, Drayshawn, 39.
Chemist, the volume of a cube of sides 10 centimeters is, so miss the cube, miss the volume,
Okay.
miss the volume is, miss the cube, miss 10, so miss it will be 10 centimeters times 10 centimeters times 10 centimeters. So
Which would
miss,
be
it would be 10 times 10 is 100. Oh, miss 1,000 centimeters cube, which is D.
better. Correct. All right, so we have covered 2/3. After this one, we would have covered 2/3. We're at number 40. Imani,
Oh,
Okay, miss. Number 40. If it took a speedboat 9 hours to travel a distance of 1,080 kilometers, what
who
is the
that yawning in my class?
abbreviation?
cold.
You're cold? That's why you're yawning?
Okay.
All right,
That my
Imani, go
shit.
again from the top.
Okay, miss. If it took a speedboat 9 hours to travel a distance of 1,080 kilometers, what is the average speed? What was its average speed? Miss,
Mhm.
for that one, I would divide the kilometers traveled by the amount of hours it took, which would be 1,080 divided by 9, which I
Mhm.
got C, 120 kilometers per hour.
Correct. Since distance traveled, I'm sorry, speed is
Speed is distance traveled
distance
and
divided
time
by time.
divided by time.
All right. Dreshan, number 41.
E. Number 41. The distance around the edge of a circular pond is 88 meters. The radius in meters is, the distance around the edge of a circular pond, 88 meters. The radius, this is half of the diameter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to find the diameter. Um, what did this? So it's the area of the diameter, Mrs. Pi. Again, Miss. How is it? Miss, it's two.
Oh, I think I figured it out. Okay.
Why would we be thinking of area? And it said the distance around the
Distance
edge.
around the edge, not the inside.
Oh,
So it would be
the
circumference.
Right. So it
circumference.
would be the circumference.
Miss, you'd
So
find
there,
the circumference.
no, they tell us
Miss, which is,
the circumference. The distance
ah,
around the edge of the pond is 88 meters. That's the circumference. So they're giving us the circumference. They want the radius.
ah.
So if we know the circumference, how do we find the radius?
So Miss the circumference. Miss divided by pi. Miss you do 88 divided by pi. And then Miss that would give you
Wait, no, miss, wouldn't it
like,
be
Look
88
at the
divided by 2 pi?
right. What he was about to do was to work it out. So I was about to tell him the answer has pi in it. Look at the options.
Yeah.
They didn't work out pi, right?
oh, they put pi.
Yes. So if you know
Right.
the circumference and you want the radius, it's the circumference divided by 2 pi.
2 pi. This would be D. 8
Correct.
divided by 2 pi. Mm.
All right. Um, Imani, number 42.
Okay, Miss. Number 42. A school day starts at 0850 hours and ends at 1500 hours. There are two breaks, one lasting 20 minutes and the other lasting, and the other 1 hour. How much time is devoted to school activities? Number 42. A school day starts at 0850 hours and ends at 1500 hours. There are two breaks, one lasting 20 minutes and the other 1 hour. How much time is devoted to school activities? Okay, miss. So, um, I think we should find the amount of time it takes for the entire school day and then subtract the amount of time for the breaks from that
All right, so do that. So from 8:50.
to
So
50
8:50 is what time? Regular time. 0850 hours is what time?
8:50 a.m.
And 1500 hours is what time? Regular time.
3 p.m.
3
3
o'clock.
p.m. So from 8:50 a.m. to 3 p.m., how much time is that?
2:50 hours. Okay, so that would be 6 hours 10 minutes.
All right. And the break is
Is 1 hour and 20 minutes. So we subtract that. So 6 hours 10 minutes minus 1 hour 20 minutes. So 5, 7.
Oh no.
It's 4. Oh wait. That's 70.
So
Did I do this wrong? Okay. So 6 hours 10 minutes minus 1 hour 20 minutes.
mm-hmm.
We need an extra hour. So that's um 60 plus 10, which is 70 minutes minus 20 minutes, which is 50. Yes, miss, I got 4 hours 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. So it seems there's an error here.
Okay.
is there an error in it?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems so. So it should be 4 hours and 50 minutes.
yes, miss.
Is that what you got, Dreshan?
Yes, miss. So I was working it out too.
All right. So I guess we'd have to choose B. Maybe where they have the 30, it should have been 50.
50. Yes, miss.
All right. Dreshan, this one is yours, number 43.
Okay, miss. On leaving Trinidad, the time on a pilot's watch was 23 hours. When he
2300.
arrived, 2300 hours. When he arrived at his destination in the same time zone on the following day, his watch showed 3 300 hours. How many hours did the flight take? So, miss, in army time, miss 2300 hours. Miss would be miss 12. What? That's miss 12 o'clock. Miss
Are you
12
sure?
p.m.
Are you sure?
Hmm.
2300
2300
hours.
hours. Hmm.
That's not 12. Mm-mm.
Miss, that's 11 p.m.
That's 11 p.m.
Oh, miss 11. Yeah. Oh,
Okay. And
this
the,
miss
the,
11.
the 0
This would be
300 hours
11
would be what
p.m.
time?
And miss that would be 3 a.m.
All right. So from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., he's in the same time zone. The next so is the next day.
Before miss 4 hours.
Correct. All right. Imani, number 44.
Okay, miss, number 44. In the figure above, O is the center of a circle of radius 10 centimeters, and angle AOB is 36 degrees. What is the length in centimeters of the arc AB? Okay, so, so. Oh, we're finding the length of an arc.
Mhm. So they want the length of the arc, which would be a fraction of the circumference, right?
Yes, miss.
A charger.
So the
Miss
full
and
circumference would have been, if you imagine the full circle, right?
Yes, miss.
It would have been 2 pi r for the circumference, but we only want to find that the arc which subtends 36 degrees. So we'd use the same formula, the same 2 pi r
Okay.
times the
Yes.
36 over 360. So work that out
the
with r being
charger.
10.
Okay,
And
miss.
pi is left in the answer, so you're not going to work pi.
The, okay, miss. So,
Where's the charger?
miss, it would be 2 pi.
Correct, 2 pi.
Okay,
So
miss.
it's 2 pi r
Wow.
times
Pi.
36 over 360, right?
Yes, miss.
2 times 10 times pi times 1, that's what, 110?
Yes, miss.
Okay. What Dreshan has left?
No, miss,
Oh,
he's
my
right there.
You here?
charger.
You need your
Ah,
charger?
Miss Mama. I don't want to wake up, ma. She had it last. Wait, I think it's in her room. Mr. Laptop slow. So I'm looking for the charger.
All right, go get your charger and come back. Imani, do that question on the screen, please.
Okay, miss. Area of a trapezium. So, number 45. The area of a trapezium. Wait, the area of the trapezium above is number 45. The area of the trapezium above is. Okay, miss. So, the formula for the trapezium is half A plus B times height. So,
With A and B being what?
okay, miss.
So cold.
So, okay, A and B would be, Miss A would be the short side at the top, and B would be the longer
Oh,
side at the
no,
bottom.
no.
All right, so that's
So,
the two parallel sides, right?
yes, miss.
All right, so in the
So,
formula, A and B refer to the two parallel sides of the
parallel.
trapezium. All right,
Yeah.
so tell me what you do.
Miss, so first we would solve the brackets. So 8 plus 18 would give
Yeah,
us
what?
26, and we would multiply next. So half of 26 would give us 13, and um we would multiply the 13 by 5, and 13 times 5 is 65, which is B.
Why not the three?
Miss a 3.
Why not multiply by the three?
Oh, miss
Area of
miss because the
trapezium.
3 is slanted, so it's not going to be the exact height.
All right, so it has to be the perpendicular height,
Yes, yes.
which in this case is the 5. Are you ready,
Yes.
Dreshan?
Yes, miss.
All right, do that question on the screen.
Number 46. Which of the following is not a statistical diagram? Bar chart, pie chart, model class, frequency polygon,
Modal class.
modal
Modal
class.
class.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. So they will frequency polygon. Never heard of that.
So you're saying that is not a statistical diagram?
Yes, finish. Never heard
No.
of.
No,
Is a
that
Miss
is a
bar graph is
Miss the frequency polygon is like
bar
the
graph
little
and then
how do you explain it? Like the little segments that are connected together. It's like a little wibbly wobbly stick on a graph layout.
yeah, but
I'm
it is a
trying to wonder what
statistical
that is.
diagram, right? It's a
Just
modal
eliminate
class.
It's modal class. Modal
What the mode
class
has to do with
is
the
most
frequency,
frequent.
which one is
Yeah.
most, right?
Yes, miss.
just
But it's not a
But then
diagram.
elimination.
it's yeah.
It's not a diagram. The other three are
Ah,
diagrams. The modal class is the one that's not. So
just
the next question,
elimination.
Is number 47.
Imani,
Yes, miss.
47.
Item
It's read it.
Okay. Item 47 refers to the bar chart below, which shows the ages of children who took part in a survey.
All right. So the next question, how many children took part in the survey? So look back at the bar graph and work out for me how many children took part
Many
Ages
children took part
in the
in the
survey.
4, 7, 3 plus 4 is
survey.
7 plus 2 is
Oh,
9. 9 plus 5 is 14.
5, 9,
And
10,
14
11,
plus
12,
1 is
13.
15.
Miss 15.
So C,
Correct.
15
Ah,
C, 15.
I'm a C, 15.
Okay. Dreshan, 48.
Number 48. Tony obtained the following scores in a game: 7, 3, 8, 7, 3, 8, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, 9. The median score is. So, Miss, when you're finding the median, yeah, okay, but Miss, you'd arrange them from small to large, from smallest to largest. And
Mm-hmm.
Miss, the one that's in the middle, Miss, that would be the. Miss, you have to find the one that's in the
All
middle.
right. So if you put them in order, which one is now in the middle?
So,
Num-
Miss, 3,
number
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
8899.
8, 9, 9. So, Miss 7,
Yeah.
Correct.
would it be
B.
B? 7?
7 is in the middle.
Cough.
All right. Imani,
Okay, miss. Number 49. A bag contains 2 red, 4. Jeez! Sorry. A bag contains 2 red, 4 yellow, and 6 blue balls. The probability of drawing a blue ball from the bag at random is miss. So, what we would do is add the complete amount of balls, which is 2 plus 4 plus 6. So, that's 6 plus 6, which is 12. And then we would put the 6
So, over
over
12.
the complete amount, which is 6 over 12. And when we reduce that, we get C, 1
Ah.
over 2.
correct. All right. Dreshan,
Mm. Okay, Miss. Number 50. The pie chart above shows the preference in drinks of a group of students. If 12 students prefer chocolate, then the total number of students is. That's beautiful.
all right. So we have
12
pineapple juice,
students
orange
prefer
juice,
chocolate.
chocolate, and milk. And they tell us that milk is 120 degrees. And they're saying 12 students prefer chocolate. So how many
12,
students are there in all?
12 prefer chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
100, 120%
No,
like milk.
degrees.
Huh? I
Milk
miss
is
degree
120 degrees.
degrees. Milk is 120 degrees. It's a full third. And it's 12 students prefer chocolate. So over 120 times 60. So miss it would be 12, 10, 10.
What's your approach? How are you working?
So miss, would you do miss the 12 into miss 120 degrees? Miss into the full circle, miss would be 360 times 360. So miss, you'd get 12 into 360.
Imani, what ideas do you have about this?
Okay, miss. Oh, okay. So 12 is the
26.
12 is a quarter of the students in the entire circle. Well, not quarter. Okay, let's not say that. That's not accurate.
That you're guessing.
Yeah.
Because it's not drawn to scale, you can't just
Still,
look. But what do we know? All right, look at notice that the lines begin at the origin, right?
yes, miss.
All right, the lines begin at the origin. Therefore, the chocolate and the milk take up a half of the circle. Do you see that? The chocolate and the milk together, that's 180 degrees. Since that's the
And
diameter, they're on the diameter, both together. So if the milk is
would be
120,
120.
so the chocolate is 180 minus 120, which is 60 degrees, right?
Yes, miss.
All right, so
Right.
chocolate is 60 degrees, and the chocolate represents 12
Yeah.
students. So 60 degrees over 360, that's
Over
1
60.
6. So
It's
1
one
6,
six.
1 6 of what number is 12? That's what we want to find out.
Okay, so
We
12
want the
One
whole,
times
six times
Mr. 72, which is B.
12.
right, 72. So we use
Yes, 72.
72. So we use the fact that the chocolate and the milk take up 180 degrees. And we're not assuming, this is a fact because they are on the diameter. You notice where the origin is. So they are on the diameter. It's not like Imani a while ago assuming that the chocolate was a quarter. Right. We're not making an assumption. We know that because the lines are coming from the center, right? So since chocolate and milk make up 180 degrees and milk is 120, we subtract the 120 from 180. So chocolate represents 60 degrees. And since they told us that 12 students prefer chocolate, so that 12 students represents 60 degrees out of the 360, which is 1/6. So to get the full number of students, we multiply 12 by 6. All right. Imani, so 51.
Okay, miss. Number 51. A boy throws a die twice. What is the probability that he will get a 3 followed by an even number? So, um, find one probability. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm guessing on the first row he got 3, and on the second row on the probability of him throwing an even number. So,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. So the probability of getting a 3 would be what?
Miss half or 3/6 because they're six sides of the die.
No, there's one
Like,
3. There's one 3. So
oh,
the
1/6,
probability is
sorry.
1. Okay.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
probability of getting a 3 is 1/6. And if he throws the
Yes,
die,
miss.
So when he throws the die, the probability of getting an even number.
Yes, miss. So 2, 4, and 6, it should be
Mm-hmm.
3 over 6. So, right, miss?
So that's a half, right?
Yes, miss.
So it's the 1/6 times the half,
Times.
and that would give what?
Miss, that would give 1 over 12, which is A.
All right, that's correct. Dreshan 52.
52. If the sum of the interior angles of a polygon is four right angles, then the polygon is a four right angles.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Mr. Quadrilateral.
Say the letter as well.
Miss B. Miss Quadrilateral.
Correct. Imani 53.
Okay, miss. Number 53, which is not a
Ha.
quadrilateral. So, a quadrilateral is a polygon with four, four sides. So, it would be the pentagon because a pentagon has 5 sides.
Correct. And all the others are
For some
four-sided
reason.
figures: the
Four-sided.
parallelogram, rhombus, and the square. All right,
That
Dreshan,
question is
I'm
always
not sure if you
funny.
can see this properly, so I'll read it.
Yes, miss, I
54.
can see
You
it.
can see it? Okay, read it for me.
Yes, miss. The triangle ABC above is right angled at C. ABC is 40 degrees and AC is 20 centimeters. The length of BC in centimeters is, so miss, this is AB is miss the hypotenuse. Miss B, like BC, the adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So if they want BC, which of those would we use to find BC?
So miss, you would use
Miss Tan?
ooh, miss tangent.
But which of the options there?
Miss,
Miss A. What did, wait, wait,
So
wait,
we
wait.
would write tan 40 is 20
Equal.
over BC, right?
Yes, miss.
So BC would be
Thank you.
20 over the tan of 40.
Yes, miss.
Right,
opposite
Dreshan?
over. Miss,
So that's A.
opposite over. Oh yes, miss.
Opposite over adjacent.
Opposite over
Imani,
adjacent.
55.
Okay, miss. Number 55. In the diagram above, the translation in which AB is mapped onto A1B1
A
is
prime, B prime.
A prime B prime is
Coordinate.
represented by, okay, so
The
So what are we
coordinates are
doing?
kind of blurry. The
Okay,
coordinates are blurry.
so moving from A.
yes, miss.
All right, let me see if I can just expand it just for the benefit of so that we have
5.
A is 2 8.
Oh, is that
A is
8
2
or
8.
5? It's
That looks
2
like
That's
a
to
5 and
5. That's it's 2 to 5.
2 5. A prime is 4 to
Or 6.
6.
This
okay. So miss,
is
it
So
would be
B.
we're moving
two,
from 2 5 to 4 6.
miss 2 to 1 or
2
2 1,
to 1.
This one's 2 1.
2 1,
This was
miss.
2 1.
All right.
And 2
2 to 1. And
to
same thing
1.
for B to B prime, right? 2
Yes, miss.
1.
Yes, miss.
All right. Let me get this back down. Why you students let me mark up my thing like that. Hold on.
Mm,
Wait, let me go back. What was it?
happened.
55?
Yes, Miss, it was
I
55.
think it was 55 or 56.
I can fix that
55.
later.
Surprise, please.
I can fix it later.
Oh
So whose turn is this
Ah,
now?
no! Mrs. Jason's turn.
mine.
Oh
All right, Drayshawn.
So in the right angle triangle above tan
no! Theta, tan
theta
theta.
is theta. Yeah.
All right,
So Miss
what would
tan
be the
is
time?
Miss opposite over adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
So oh Miss, this is wait, 5, 12, 13. Isn't this what they call it?
Yeah, it's one of
It's
the
one of
special
the
triangles. Yeah.
it's one of the triangles.
Yeah. So what would be the tan of theta?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Miss 5 over oh, Miss 5 over 13.
Why 5 over 13?
It's because that's angle. Oh, yeah. Miss opposite over is adjacent.
So is 13 the
Wait,
adjacent?
no. Which one's uh? That's
13 is in
12.
front of the right angle, you know.
13. 13
13 is
would
the
be the
hypotenuse.
hypotenuse.
13 is the
13 is the
hypotenuse.
hypotenuse.
It's 5 over 12.
5 over 12. So what letter is it?
B, miss.
Miss B.
Correct.
Mm.
All right, Imani, can you read that?
Oh,
No,
it's
miss,
kind
it's
of blurry.
All right. I think the two of you just want me to be distorting
No,
my
Miss, I
image.
can see it though. Miss, I can read it.
no, miss, I actually can't see it.
It's
I can't
kind
see
of
it.
blurry. It can be made out.
LMN above is rotated in a clockwise direction about L. So L is the center of rotation, and it's going clockwise through an angle of 90 degrees. So what would the new shape be? So we're rotating it
So,
clockwise. What would it become?
oh, miss, I think it would become a.
To become
Mm.
A?
Wait, no.
No.
No, miss. I thought A was. Okay, I had a different. Okay.
If L is the axis, I will
So,
rotate
What
it
it is?
90
A.
degrees.
no.
Yeah.
Miss, could you please go down so I could see the other?
You know, I actually think it's D, but D is not there. I think
Oh,
I think D got cut off, but we can see it's not either one of the other three, right? The right angle would have to be pointing like it's facing left. You see where this right angle would be down here now. You see that? You see where I'm pointing?
yes,
Yes,
miss.
So the
Miss.
right angle is here now. So 90 degrees would bring it here. So it would be like that triangle is turned this way, that way. So there, that way. So
Yeah.
I think it would have been option D,
Miss,
which
everyone's
got cut
asking
off.
56.
It got cut off. Um, it got
Miss
cut
Yamani
off.
and
So
Zen
for
are
that was D.
asking 56.
Asking what?
Miss say
Yeah.
56. This was 12 over 5. They're both asking if it
No,
was
it's
12
5
over
over
5.
12.
12. 5 over 12.
Mm.
All right. So here we are now.
Yeah,
Whose
this one
question
request
is
from.
this?
Yeah. Miss,
58.
that's
Whose
the
question is
question.
it?
Uh, who did the last one?
All right,
Oh no.
Imani.
I did it. Give me that's
Ah,
Joshua's
but
question.
Imani and
Miss,
Rachel says
Miss, let's I'll do it. Miss, I'll do it.
Yes, you will.
yeah. Okay, so
In the figure above,
hold on, Rachel. Jamani is saying it should be 12 over 5. Let's go back. So that one was what? Was it that one?
Oh,
that's
Why would
Miss
it be
56.
12 over 5? Tan is opposite over adjacent, right? And 5 is opposite to the angle, and 12 is the adjacent. So it's 5 over 12. All right, so here we are now, 58, Imani.
Miss Imani did number 57.
But Jason is saying he did 57.
What? No,
What?
Miss, I'll do this one. No, Miss, I said
Oh,
I'll do this one.
okay, sir. All right, go
My
ahead.
turn. In the figure of number 58. In the figure above, AB is parallel to CD and lesser than JKB
Angle,
is
no,
one
that's angle
angle.
JKB.
Yeah, angle JKB is 125 degrees. Angle MLD is MLD JKB. So it's AB is part of
So where they have angle K, that's
MLD.
125 degrees, and angle L, they want angle L. So from J to K, from M to L to D, which would be where L is. We read the angle from the middle, right? When we're
That's
given
range.
three letters, it says angle L.
Yes, everyone.
So if K is 125 degrees, what is L?
Night.
K is 120.
Night.
Then wait, Miss wouldn't and Miss K is 120,
125.
125, and L. Miss wouldn't L Miss since it's the same, isn't it the same
Are
line?
they the same? Are they corresponding angles? Are they
Lily,
at the
I
same
like
point?
teddy bear.
Um
Look where K is. It would
ow.
correspond to
Sorry.
the angle that's above L. You notice how the two lines are
Oh.
set? So they're parallel and we have that transversal cutting
Yes,
across.
miss.
So K would correspond to the angle that's above L. So therefore L would be what?
Miss
K and
L
L would
would
be
be
supplementary then.
Supplementary angles, miss.
They
So
would be
L would be
supplementary.
55 degrees.
Say that again, Imani.
Miss
so
supplementary
Miss would be
angles are
55
angles
degrees.
that would
That's
add up to
180.
180
Right.
degrees. It would be 55 degrees.
Correct. So the two of them would add to give 180. So we take 125
125 from
from
180
This
to
was
55.
all right,
this was
correct.
from
So that's
180.
yeah. All right. How about this one? I think we had this one last week as well.
Or, yes, miss.
Read it for me, Imani.
Number 59. In the figure above, the line CD is the image of AB after a or an. Miss, for that one, I have reflection in the y-axis.
Remember what we had said last week about this one?
Oh, rotation through.
So it is a reflection in it can be a
Give
reflection
me
in
a
the
picture.
y-axis.
Rotation through 90 degrees is better.
Um
Oh
that's
yeah.
what we said was better. No, we had said the reflection was better
Was better. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Reflection.
because it did not say clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Remember? So
Yeah, Mr.
generally speaking, it could be a rotation about the origin, 90 degrees, right? But if we had to choose, then we would go with the reflection in the y-axis. All right, Drayshawn, read number 60.
Okay, number 60. A plane is traveling in direction of 45, 45 degrees and changes course in a clockwise direction to 135 degrees. The angle through which the plane turned is, so that's what do we call it again? It's the
The bearings. So it's
it's
traveling on a
bearing. Yeah,
45 degrees, okay? And then it changed
bearing.
course to a 135 degree.
135 degrees.
Okay. So bearings are measured from the north line. So if we imagine the T, the cross. So bearings are measured from north. So the plane was traveling on a 45-degree angle from north, and then it changes direction in a clockwise, it changes course in a clockwise direction. So it's now traveling on
135.
on an inclination of 135 degrees, also measured from north. So they want the angle through which the plane turned. So first it was traveling on a 45-degree angle, and then it changed direction clockwise to 135 degrees. So what's
135.
the difference between the angle where it was heading first to where it's heading now? That's what they're asking. The angle through which the plane turned. So what would be
Oh,
the answer for that? So I want you to sketch that diagram. Sketch it in your book. So make a T and write north for the line that's going straight up, the top of the T, right? A 45-degree angle would be a slant line cutting the middle. So it would be like where northeast is. So between the north and the east, that's 45 degrees. So that's the original course the plane is on. And then it's going to turn now clockwise to 135 degrees, which would be in between the east and the south. So they want the difference of that angle. So what do you think we do for that?
because they want the
They
difference.
want the angle between 45 and 135 degrees.
Oh, it's 90 degrees.
Right, 90 degrees. So we would just need
Wow.
to subtract, right?
Yes, man.
Right, we just need to subtract. All right, so we made time.
Oh,
We actually finished the 60 questions with 15 minutes to go,
Yes, miss.
right? So we did excellent. We did excellent, excellent, excellent.
unless it adds up, because we were late.
No, we started at 12:30 and it's not yet 2:30, it's roughly quarter past 2. So it's not a full 2 hours.
This
We
is
have 15
15
minutes.
hours, 15
We have 15
minutes.
minutes to go, right? So we did the 60 questions. So we know that this will be the standard as of now. So whenever we're doing our midnight oil multiple choice questions, paper one, we will be doing our 60 questions. Deal?
Oh.
Deal.
uh,
All right, young ones, get some nap time. Is that Zane?
Yes, miss.
Is that Zane up at 2:15 a.m.?
Good night, everyone.
Oh
Yes.
no.
And I'm sure Amari and John are fast asleep, aren't they?
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Hmm.
She actually went to bed early tonight. I don't know. Every Thursday she
Oh,
does
so
it.
Zane went to sleep and wake up back.
Yes, miss.
All right, all of you go to bed now. It's past your
Okay.
bedtime.
Yes, miss.
All right, so I'll see you tomorrow, students.
See you tomorrow, miss. Night, miss. Night, Joe.
Bye. Bye, Trisha.
Right.
Those in the chat, good night. Thank you for joining us. And see you tomorrow as